when I have stood before this podium for people who died at the hands of law enforcement, I have asked for the same kind of grace. And even when the shoe is on the other foot, I will not do that. And all I'm going to say, so it don't be asked later, is that was disrespectful. It just shows you all the character. Who was not invited, who knows that is inappropriate. His family. But it did. And so I say to people, actions speak louder than what he has fell into is the political operatives that make this thing a political thing of hate and racism. We have conservative operatives that have been posting nonstop about this case. It is outright disrespectful. We have been doing it. The next generation has been here, popular and unpopular. So regardless of what's going on, that was disrespectful. Disrespectful. I will leave it to y'all to define it. But of course we want to. Y'all, I'm Minister Dominique Alexander. I serve as president of the Next Generation Action Network. Today I come before you with a heavy heart, but determined in spirit. Not just as a advocate, but as a black man, as a father, as a protector, community, and children. There are four critical points I must address today. And I want to make sure that the public and the media and everyone who believes in truth and justice. First, the misinformation about the fund. From the very beginning, there was an intentional disinformation surrounding the fund aided the support of the Anthony family. The Karmelo Anthony Fund, hosted by Give, Send, Go, let's be clear, has not received one dime. Any of the media could have verified this, but we saw on Twitter, we saw on Facebook, and so many different videos of the false lavish life of this family. $100,000 home purchase in private security. Let me make this very clear: the Next Generation Action Network has always had a security detail. They know us in the Dallas Fort Worth know that we have our security. One of the individuals that escorted Karmelo Anthony out is here present with us now. They are a part of the Next Generation security team. The family gets hired, private contractors or whatever, or splurged or whatever. If they have the audacity to spend money for their safety and that's their prerogative. The family has not withdrawn. And just until recently, they were officially notified by Give, Send, that they can start the withdrawal process. But if anybody know about this process, they know that takes about 2 to 3 days to withdraw from that and actually hit any account. But this blatant propaganda wasn't just about the fund. It was to discourage the public from giving to the fund. That's what this was about. Because just like TMZ was able to call, give, send, go, everybody in the media, in these news outlets that I've never heard before, could have did the same thing. When I first called Give, Send, Look, they gave every information that I okay. So that's what I'm going to say in regards to that. Let me make this very clear. This man never authorized this fund on the GoFundMe platform. All of the funds that were raised on the GoFundMe were all fraud. All of the funds that were raised on that platform were fraud. And Francis was the first to report these funds. One of the funds we identified raised to 11. So a post about anything that stated that GoFundMe took every pandemic for Carmelo Anthony, that was at the request of the family and their supporters. This family never tried to create a GoFundMe. The next generation engineer is very well aware of the company's policy for raising funds for the defense. Okay? Since this tragedy unfolded, the Anthony family has been subject to unimaginable amount of risk to their safety. People have sat outside their house, sent objects delivered to their door, harassed online and in person. This is not just about Carmelo. It's about the family who dared to stand and demand justice in a return and receive uncleanness that racism in this country still breeds. But let me say this loud and clear. We are not scared. We are not moved. We will not be silent. What I've always said as the president of the Next Generation Action Network, we will never ask the oppressor for permission to liberate our people. We will not ask for permission to stand up for the rights of our children. The Next Generation Action Network has stood on both sides of the fence in ensuring that justice is served. Now, getting to the information that the Next Generation Action Network wanted to share with the public today. And I will go ahead and pass it over to the mother and once I make this statement, okay? All right. There's two more final. For the last week and a half, the Next Generation Action Network has engaged in communications with Frisco ISD to ensure that Karmelo Anthony's due process is not violated. We know that in the state of Texas, there are things that are discretionary things and decisions by the leadership of Frisco ISD, right? There are clear guidance in the state and education code regarding expulsion of a student. We have asked several times. We didn't just rush. We have had these conversations over the last several days. And we have stated that it is just outright wrong to get involved in this. Karmelo Anthony doesn't have to walk. He doesn't have to involve in any senior activities. But Karmelo Anthony is a 3.7 GPA student. And if he doesn't even go to class for the remainder of the year, he would graduate. Okay? We ask that Frisco do not make a decision in this situation. But Frisco ISD has notified of their intent to expel Karmelo Anthony from school 1 month before his high school graduation. That just shows me that Frisco ISD is trying to push off the blame. And what I have not heard the media say, as many media outlets have asked us what went on, I'm trying to find how many of y'all have asked the superintendent or one single board of trustees, why didn't you cancel or postpone with weather in that magnitude? You couldn't have a track meet in rain or thunderstorm or clouds. Y'all let me ask your journalists, your weather journalists, how the weather was that day and that time. Y'all do that because as a person who is the administrator of your children, you are responsible for the safety of the children. And so by making this decision that they do not have to make. So the Next Generation Action Network, outside of the legal process, will be going through different avenues regarding to ensure that we fight for the rights of Karmelo Anthony. Okay? So in the next coming days, we will be announcing to the public. We will do direct action outside of Frisco ISD administration office because this is outright wrong. You are getting involved in a process that even the legal process has asked us to respect. And we're asking you to do that same thing. You do not have to get involved in this situation. But it seems that even with us going and meeting or having conversations, they have made their mind up. We want to make sure that the record, that we talk truth to power in regards. I wanted to lay this out to ensure because of the sensitivity of this case, there are so many moving factors that I have to explain so that this family does not have to explain. Let me say this about the fourth, and let me repeat this so that you guys can go to the Frisco Police Department. The reason why the family or me or anybody with direct knowledge of this cannot talk about the particulars of what happened in that tent. I know you know this is all law. It's because if anybody tells you there was an adult near or inside or whatever, this current investigation knows nothing about it. Everybody involved at this point of our knowledge are minors. In the state of Texas, you know we cannot release or talk about minors. So stop asking us the question. Stop. We can't even do it if we wanted to. Okay? We can't talk about it. So don't ask. There is a court of law that will express everything, lay out everything. We can't talk about it if we wanted to. Okay? So make it clear. Go back, confirm with Frisco Police Department. Go back, confirm with the district attorney. Even in the bond hearing, you didn't see a single thing said about people that was indirect. They're minors. Okay? So stop. The social media, stop. I haven't saw not one person single-handedly get this right. And they're minors, y'all. Just stop. We can't. Don't send another inquiry to engineering inbox, do this, all of that. That's the reason why we felt like it was important to do this press conference today. We can't talk about it. So if you ask me, I'm just going to look at you. Okay? So I'm telling the word. Everybody know the state law. I'm not creating it. We can't talk about it. This family can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. Nobody. Unless you want to be sued. You release one of those 16-year-olds or 15-year-olds and 17-year-olds' name, the law of this land tells you what will happen. Okay? So don't ask that question. Finally, in regards to this church, I do not know Judge never met her, never known her, never been nowhere near her court. Don't know anything about her until we were notified that she was going to hear the writ. But the ugly attacks on her just shows Black America that no matter what you pick in the ballot box, and that is your constitutional right, it's people out here reminding us of the Black struggle in America. This woman is a registered Republican, has been for years. She put herself to school, she raised her family, she did everything. I'm a registered Democrat, proud. I'm the chair of the Dallas County Democrat Resolution. I don't know that woman. And to call her leftist is just outrageous. The bond that was given is according to law and consistency with practice. If Aaron Dean can get a $300,000 bond when he killed a Tatiana Jefferson, Karmelo Anthony can get a $250,000. If Amber Geiger can get a $200,000 bond when she kills Botham Judge in his own home, he can get a $250,000. If Roy Oliver can get a $250,000 bond after he killed Jordan Edwards, all white officers, why couldn't Karmelo Anthony be entitled a child background, no criminal background, no endangerment to the community, none whatsoever, be placed on a ELM and brought home? Please help me understand. Make this make sense. It's consistency. It's consistent with practice. After this, y'all, so that we'll know, this will be our final press conference until this trial. We will not speak to the media again after this, okay? Don't ask, comment, question, or whatever it is. The actions that the Next Generation Action Network take on Frisco ISD will be separate from the legal process because we want to make sure that Karmelo Anthony's due process. This is going to be a jury case. And then let me make this very clear. This is a case that has not even been indicted. So, under the guise of Texas law, it's not even really proceeding to a trial yet because it has not even went through a grand jury to be indicted. We don't know if a grand jury will indict or not. We don't know. That's in the district attorney's hand. Okay? And their legal team is preparing a packet for those things, and we will not be talking about the legal process regarding this case. Okay? So after today, I just want the media to know, and I want the public to know. I don't care what you say about it. I've been in this thing for 11 years. I am tried, tested, and proven. I will just say, I'm from Oakland. Worser things have been said about me, baby. You ain't got to inbox me. You ain't got to tell me. I am the first person to tell my testimony. I don't have to prove anything to nobody. I am a proof testimony standing here that God, even when you make mistakes, God is not finished with your story. I'm going to bring this mother, Kayla Hayes, and it has taken her a lot of strength, y'all, to come and do this today. And I want you guys to respect her as she reads this, giving her the respect that she deserves, y'all.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband works hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're the best financial, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Carmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court state. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation of our home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give Frisco fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once the request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded. He's been raised in a two-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the laws of the state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us. To be clear, when I speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day, there's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in the legal process, and that is what the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
Y'all, I'm going to show something of a post. You come for me, I come for you. Sarah Fields. Never heard of this one. This is the kind of despicable things that led to the father being here. Political operatives motivating this family with hate. Karmelo Anthony posted on something that shows, posted here. These are the type of lies that are threatening this family. Posting the family's picture. These are the type of lies. She's getting millions of views on this. Sarah, she's even came after me. She's even said all of those things. And now that the public knows exactly what is going on, I ask, because these racist bigots tried to prevent us from standing up for our baby, our boy, he should be afforded the same rights that Cal Rittenhouse had, Daniel Penna, and all of the people who have claimed whatever their defense was. He should be afforded the same right. Nobody in the public media has one video camera, but we got the video of Cal Rittenhouse with an AK-47 shooting 3 people in the back. We got that. And he raised more than $2 million publicly, and nobody says anything. So since they tried to come for us, I call for the community's overwhelming support for this fund. The disinformation that was put out was literally deliberate to prevent you from helping this family. And I want you to give overwhelming support to show them the community united can never be divided. And I'm going to say this again, and this is for everybody. Black people in America, while the current occupant sits at 1600 Pennsylvania, Black people in America don't have to pull the race card. It's what we live as a reality every day. It's what we have to teach our children. We don't want to, but we have to. We don't like to, but if we want to sleep at night, we got to. I ain't pulling the race card. I live it. I'm reminded all the time that I'm a Black man in America. And what y'all just showed to Judge Tucker is just reminded that hate and bigotry and racial reconciliation in this country, we have respected the process. I believe that Austin Metcalf is about to have his funeral. And I wouldn't dare, even with the information I know, and plenty people can share that and all that, but we have to prevent it from speaking about that in these type of public forums. It will come out. They have a more than well-capable attorney, and this family will go through a process of being able to get prepared for this trial. So I just say this real quick. This is our final time speaking to public and holding a press conference regarding this particular case. Now, the Next Generation Action Network will talk about Frisco ISD. But we will not do this. I will not ask this mother to do this again. The attorney will not. We won't do this again. Whatever venue that is, we will see you there. I stand 10 toes down for this family. And I want to thank all of the community leaders and people that I have seen that have came here today. Bishops and pastors and clergy, community leaders with respectability in this community. I see them today. And I want to thank them for their presence because this family needs strength right now. Thank you and God bless you.
We stand with y'all.
Well, that's the end of the press conference. Give me just a moment here to close this out. Okay, so that was the end of the press conference. I apologize, guys, for the choppiness. I'm not sure what's going on with my internet. I have StreamYards, and StreamYards was working fine. I didn't have any issues, but I was paying for it. And then a couple of days ago, I stopped paying for StreamYard. I went to the free part of StreamYard, and now I'm having issues with the audio. So I'm wondering if maybe I have to go back to paying it again. It's no big deal. It's only $20 a month, but I didn't pay for it a couple of days ago, and I decided to go free to see, but it's not working here. It's not working. Alicia, am I still choppy? I may be still choppy, but again, like I said, I was having any issues until I stopped paying for StreamYard. I may end up looking somewhere else for my streaming service. But okay, see, that's the thing. Why is it choppy then when I play the videos? Anyway, I'm gonna figure it out. Like I said, I'll probably just go back to paying for StreamYard and see if that solves the problem. But I'm thinking StreamYard is probably doing something to make me go back to pay for them. But anyway, no problem. But again, Alicia, I want to thank you for coming, sister. I want to thank you for all of the comments that you made here on the channel during this live stream. I want to thank Chaos Rain for coming through as well. I want to thank Femi. I want to thank Gigi as well. Take a bite. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you guys. Anybody who watches this live stream after, I want to thank you as well. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. This channel, I'm trying to grow this channel. I've grown other channels. I've had over 3,000 subscribers on several channels, but for some reason, YouTube always seems to want to take them away from me. I guess maybe it's because of the content that I do. But I think they always try to take my channels. So I'm gonna see if I can try to color inside the lines this time. I doubt I'll be able to, because I do my live streams, I do my videos a certain way, and I'm always gonna tell the truth about what's going on here in America. I'm always gonna talk about these coons, these Sambos, these Aunt Jemimas, these bed wenches. I'm always gonna do that. So it just is what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. It's been an hour, 17 minutes, and counting. I want to wish the Karmelo Anthony family, or the Anthony family, I want to wish them all the best. I hope it doesn't go to trial. I hope that the grand jury decides not to indict. But we all know in Texas, it's a young black man deleting a young white man in self-defense. So we know it's going to go to court. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you again for coming back to the Black Only News and Entertainment Network. Please take care and be safe. And Alicia, I'm going to mod you up, Alicia. Let me go ahead and do that quick before I let you go, or before you go, or before I go. Let me mod you up right quick. Where are we at here? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mod you up. So when you may be gone right now, but when you come back, Alicia, you'll be a mod. So you may not know now, you may have left already, but when you come back, you will be a mod. Okay, so Alicia, I just modded you up. Thank you all for coming back to the Black Only News and Entertainment Network. Peace, take care, and be safe.